What's good? What's good? What's good, YouTube? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's your boy TC, man. Tony Chosen, man. Back with another one, man. You know what I'm saying? Divine and blessed. You know how I'm coming, man. For real. Yeah, though. You know what I'm saying? This is the topic for today. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this really get talked about much. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to just put this in the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? Gonna put this out there. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I should put this out there. But humiliation ritual. I don't know if I said it right or whatever, but humiliation ritual, you know what I mean? I rebuke it, you know what I'm saying? But things that we probably should know. But I don't know, I really don't know how to feel about it though. But deep down on this journey I've been in and on this journey I'm going with the things that I've been through and all this, you know what I'm saying? I really think I was really, you know what I'm saying, put in a humiliation ritual, you know what I mean? And that just being honest, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking into other people talking about it, you know what I'm saying? And it really, you know what I'm saying? Once you do your research on it, you know what I mean? I feel like it really is. You're really going through, you probably going through or went through a humiliation ritual. But you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pass those, you know what I'm saying? You know, all it is, you know what I mean? You know, it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? It's however you look at it though, but I mean, like, but but what I wanted to say is though, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going through it. I don't know if I'm still going through it. But you know what I'm saying? Either way it go. If I'm gonna go through it, I'm gonna pass it. Even if it's on this way for me to go through it, I'm gonna pass it. But the thing that we need to know is that, like, this still don't get talked about as much for chosen ones, because this is what chosen ones really go through, you feel me? And like, and I just feel like that's just something that's not being talked about as much, you know. And these are things that's, you know what I mean, that we gotta really look out for, you know. We gotta really look out for this bullshit, you know, that these people are trying to put on us and install into our brains, you know what I mean, and have us feeling this type of way, which is not this type of way. Because that's how I feel like that was really what was going on, and that's just the matrix. That's just the matrix for you, bro. You know what I mean? To deceive you. You know what I mean? You know, you already a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, and you will never know what this shit what it would come down to. You know what I mean? And this can come down, like, you'll never know who will be you will be surprised who will be a part of this, this demonic ritual, you know what I mean, that can have you question yourself, doubting yourself, feeling some type of way about things, you know what I mean. It's all just a downgrade of you being you, you know what I mean. And it's prohibiting. It's prohibiting you from being your highest self. It's prohibiting you from being your better self. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And little you know, man, and how I look at it and how I felt about it, I really feel like this shit that shit could have killed. That shit could have killed you. It could have killed me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, like, mentally, you know what I'm saying, even physically, bro. Like, it's really just like sacrificing your own self, bro, and like, and helping people, and you helping the devil sacrifice you, you know what I mean. It's all about, it's really just suicide. It's really just suicide too. It's just suicidal behavior, you feel me, that's bringing upon your life, bro. And like, if you don't really just like get to the bottom of this shit, man, of like what are you going through and what you seeing and what you are being through in life, man, and like you can fall victim to this, bro. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Cause what these people would do, bro, these people will use your trauma. These people will use your trauma against you, your own family against you, like your own, even it can be your own children, it can be your own mother and daddy, your own brother and sister against you with this demonic activity, man, that have you fucked up in the brain. You know what I mean? It's all about this energy you got, bro. And like, even if you at a lower state of yourself, bro, that's still feeding the devil though. It's still feeding the devil, bro. It's still feeding the devil, bro. Like, it's still giving him that power, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you don't know of, bro. That he know you have. So like, once you really like get out here and realize and really analyze what you are seeing, where you're going through, because you're gonna have to conquer everything, bro. You're gonna have to fight everything, bro. You're gonna have to conquer your demons. You're gonna have to fight this battle, bro. Can't nobody do it for you, bro. Cause like, what I was knowing just going on this journey, man, cause like, you know, no wonder you getting gang stalked. No wonder that people are neglecting you. No wonder that like people are just acting this certain type of way, and you knowing this shit though. But like, if you just be a blind person to the situation, it can still go on. It can still go on and on, because what the enemy knows is your weaknesses. The enemy knows what hurts you, and the enemy knows like what can get to you. So like, if you can take upon your own and to like change the narrative about the situation, about everything, but everything that's pertaining to your situation, it can come to a greater outcome, because like, this is for a greater outcome for you to pass that ritual, bro. Because like, this is what's really going on, bro. Like, this is what's really going on. This is all about deceiving you. You feel me? All about taking away your energy. You feel me? Taking away what's destined for you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you don't know and you don't understand, you know what I'm saying, you won't have the capabilities of what you're facing every day. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up, because you know it's about every day you wake up, bro. You gotta go ahead and face that. But if you don't dig deep, into the situation about what's really going on and all that, bro, and you gonna have to find peace with it. You gonna have to find peace with the shit. You can't have no negative thoughts about this shit. You're gonna have to find peace and positivity with everything, bro. And that's how I did it. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm doing it, you know, and that's how I'm really just still evolving, and I'm still thriving. I'm still great. You feel me? I'm still eating good. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still talking well, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting better, you feel me? I'm still, you know what I mean, finding my way onto my purpose every day. I'm getting better every day. Even though that it was still certain things and certain obstacles that stormed my way to even have me not even, you know what I'm saying, not even probably had a chance to be here to make and do all this stuff, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying, this type of shit can really, I feel like it could have damaged me, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I don't know. I mean, like, bro, cause I know I really know, like, when I sat back and thought about it, man, like, I know I was going through some type of, cause people really wanted you to feel bad, man. People really wanted you to feel bad, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And with me, with my friends and my family and all that, you know what I'm saying, what it led down to is that, you know what I'm saying, because I always got them, look for them for their opinion, you feel me? And that's what I was fucking up at, you know what I'm saying? But then when this stuff hits the fan, you know what I mean, and people start putting all these, they for real, I guess, outlook on you, you know what I mean, you take that into consideration. And whole time, that's not even your, you know what I'm saying, your thoughts for real, bro. You are not your thoughts for real, bro. And like, and it can really damage you and fuck you up, and you won't even know what's really going on in your reality that you're really trying to have, and it can strip you from your purpose, it can strip you from being you. So when I say this and I speak this to you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I want you to know this, like, you know what I mean? You are not alone, but you still gonna have to do the work. You feel me? You still gonna have to find peace within the situation. You still gonna have to get out here and fight your battle. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And make your reality. You know what I mean? It don't matter what type of situation you're in. You know what I mean? You can be rock bottom. It don't matter. But what we are trying to do as one-on-one, you feel me, is that we are trying to find our purpose. You feel me? Or why we are, God sent us here, and what are we destined for? And that's what the enemy is trying to take away from us. Not even having our thought on that. You feel me? Because whole time you can be around people, and they don't have your best interests at heart. So rule number one, that's already stripping you from your purpose with God and your relationship with God. And so once you know that, that means you really got to separate yourself, and that what led me to my isolation as of now. But this all, mind you though, this is all for a greater good, because like, if I didn't really just wake up and, you know what I'm saying, and listen to what my intuition and my discernment was telling me, I can still be stuck in these situations, lost, you feel me, not found, not willing to be found, and nobody was not going to help me, you feel me, and I couldn't expect nobody to help me, you know what I mean, and I was going to be in a fucked up situation, you feel me. Yeah, I might be, you know what I'm saying, have nowhere to go as of right now, but at least I know where I'm going, even with this, even with my heart, even with everything that's within me. Now I know what's going on, because it was better than where I was, you know what I mean, around a whole lot of bunch of people that I thought was that had my best interests at heart. It could be my family, it could be friends, you know what I mean. But once I noticed, like, you know what I mean, like, when it came down to me, and I had to sit back and I had to, you know what I mean, battle with myself, as I still am today, and I gotta better myself for all this stuff that's around me. I noticed that I gotta be prepared for everything that's coming my way, and you should too, because like, what the enemy of this humiliation ritual is like I say, is deceive you, bruh. And like, and this is what they will do, bruh. It can be your closest ones putting all these negative thoughts into your brain, and it can deceive you to not believing in yourself, and not like, you know what I mean, understanding, you know what I mean, because you so caught up into what you was like usually, you know, caught up on, you feel me, because that's how I was, you know what I mean. I really cared what my friends, I really cared about what my friends and family thought of me. I really cared about what people really thought of me, you know what I mean. I really cared about, you know what I'm saying, others people's opinion instead of my own, you feel me, about myself, you feel me. But when I got by myself, in my own bubble, in my own section, my own domain, I noticed that I'm powerful. I'm better than this shit that I'm going through, that you are going through right now. And once I notice, like, once I sit back and notice these things, and the whole time the shit that I really thought was bad wasn't really all bad, you feel me. It was just that, you know, it's all working itself out. It's all working itself out. Everything gonna unfold, you feel me. The truth gonna set you free, you feel me. And that's what I wanted, you know what I'm saying. That's what I prayed for, you feel me. You know what I'm saying. But like, and once I like understand that, you feel me, because like, while I'm on this journey, you feel me, Cause it can happen while you by yourself, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You walk into places, you feel me? You know, you can feel the energy of everything, you feel me? You can feel when people don't want you there, you know what I mean? You can feel when others, but you know, but that's all your mind though, you feel me? It's at the end of the day, that's all your mind though, you feel me? So like, if you can stand within and stand tall and knowing that you are walking in God's purpose and you walking in your godly purpose, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Because what the enemy would do, the enemy of this spirit of enemy would put fear into you to have you thinking that this shit not what it's supposed to be. And that's the main thing. That's what it's thriving off of. That's what it's hungry for. Your fear, your doubt, your guilt, your shame, your so-called, you feel me? Cause little you know though, you know what I'm saying? Cause little you know, I know like you know like I know. You was a problem, you feel me? To them, you know what I'm saying? Not you. You was a problem to them. So, but you a problem solver though, you feel me? We the problem solvers though, anyway. But once you're a problem to these enemies, you feel me? They would do anything, man. You don't know what these people would do. You feel me? You don't know what these people would do. These people got millions of flaws on them. These people got millions of regret on them. These people got millions of guilt on them. And what the enemy would do, it will make you want to feel that same way. You feel me? And once you feeling that way and feeling that same way, that's they motivation. It's weird, right? It's real, right? I know. But as us though, we gotta keep growing, man. We gotta keep growing and expanding our mind, because like that's what they all about, bro. Cause like whole time people don't really be having shit on you for real, just like how I was. But as I know that I get caught in you get put in certain situations and certain tests that, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't ready for, or that, you know what I'm saying, that you wasn't, you know, had the right state of mind for at the time, and you probably just, you know what I'm saying, you probably just didn't meet the standard, or you probably just didn't show up when it was time, or you probably just, you know, cause you probably just failed that day, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, that's okay, cause you know everybody fails, but it's a thrive out seeing you fail, right? It's a thrive out seeing me fail, right? It's a thrive out seeing me take a loss, right? It's a thrive out seeing you take a loss, right? And that's what it's all about though, you know what I mean? Cause they ain't gonna count your wins, you know, they counting your losses. The enemy is counting your losses, and what it would do is trying to fulfill you with the mind of your losses, you feel me? But even though that's what makes us better, makes us grow into the people we are today, and that we are gonna be, believe that. But we want to be prepared and be knowing that we can navigate through all this, that we can be properly prepared for what comes behind the shit, you know what I mean? Because like, it's so easy to be deceived every day, bro. Like I say, you can pick up your phone right now and scroll, and you can be deceived, and you can have your energy took away from you, right? Just like that. But it's up to you to have that type of that thought and mind about yourself, that you can really you can move how you want to through this shit. But you can't move how you want to if you ain't got the tools in your bag, man. You gotta have that shit in your bag, fool, for real, bro. You gotta have that shit in your bag, because you don't, man, the enemy knows that, man. Trust me, bro. Like, you know the enemy knows what the fuck we got going on, bro. Like, you know what the fuck we trying to get to. They know what the fuck that we trying to have, bro. So like, they already trying to make it harder. They already trying to make it, you know what I mean, worse for us, you know. Cause like, You being watched every day, bro. 24/7, bro. 24/7. The Matrix is watching your ass every day. This shit. They on your ass every day. I kid you not, every day. You know what I'm saying? There's people that get paid for this shit, bro. They get paid to bring a motherfucker down. They get paid to goddamn stalk your ass. They get paid to have other motherfuckers to go against your ass, bro. Like, I already see the shit. Like, you feel me? Like, people, you will literally, you know, people be in whole group chats at your job or at your anywhere you go, bro, just to have you, just to get you out of this environment or out of your element or out of your character to use that against you. You know what I mean? And that's all a part of this ritual, bro. That's all a part of this ritual, bro. That's how I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But either way it go though, I still want some pointers too though. You feel me? I'm just giving my 2 cents out there, you know what I mean, about, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, just like if I can go to this place right now. If I go to this place right now, it could be the gym, the mall, or just a whatever around here. You know what I mean? They are like, if I step in this bitch, they already know I'm coming, bro. You know what I mean? You gonna know, you can feel like shit. They already know. They like, damn, they just getting prepared for me to come in this bitch. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I take a lift somewhere, you know what I'm saying? They already know. They already they already trying to have this plan to bring you down, bro. You feel me? And this what they thriving off of. This what they are trying to thrive off of, bro. You feel me? Like, this what they no juice having ass trying to thrive off of. These people ain't got no juice, bro. No juice, bro. And this is what they would do, bro. They would try to, you know, deceive you, bro. They would try to have all these, you know what I'm saying, these weird ass vibes, bro. You know what I'm saying, that you ain't, you know, that we ain't fucking with. But like I say, this is just part of the journey that, you know what I'm saying, we on though. But that ritual shit, man, that shit, goddamn, it's out there, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I ain't just gonna speak that. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's real or not. You know what I mean? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say that, but you know what I'm saying? But it could just be it could just be there in his presence. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? You gotta have the mind for it, bro. You gotta have the armor for that shit, bro. Cause, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause this shit shit can kill your mind, bro. This shit ain't really. It ain't no physical battle we doing here, bro. And that's what I had to realize, bro. Like, I didn't get out this bitch and want to be tough all I want, though. I can be out this bitch and act like I'm smarter than whoever I know. But if I ain't got the mind, I can't prosper. I can't win. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be able to navigate how I want to. I can't move how I want to. You know, and that's what the enemy is. You know what I'm saying? Prevailing to do to try to get to you. You know, and God forbid for the people that, you know what I'm saying, for you to not to just buy into this shit though, but you know what I'm saying, you not, bro, you know what I mean? You got this shit, bro, you know what I mean? But you gotta be aware. You still wanna be aware about what's being sent at you, bro. Like, you know, just like I wanna know what, you know what I'm saying? You still gotta be aware, bro. You wanna be aware, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna be out here just not knowing, you know, not knowing shit, not knowing about shit, you feel me? Not knowing why these attacks are coming your way and you don't know how to deal with them, you know. That just lost activity, bro. Like, that just, you know what I mean? Like, bro, they giving you signs, bro. This shit, at the end of the day, this shit should be helping you to goddamn get better, get armored up, get your tools in your bag, you know, straight up. Cause if you just, you know, you don't, bro, you gonna be lost, bro, and your ass gonna be getting beat the fuck up, you know, and not just physically, bro, just mentally, bro. That's the worst thing that can happen, bro, for you, bro. That's how I see it for me, you know. You might can take that beating physically, you know what I'm saying, but you know, even though motherfuckers ain't even really trying to touch you for real anyway, but you know, it depends though. But either way it go though, they want your mind, bro. They want your mind. They want that mind, bro, of yours, bro. They want that mind, bro. Where that third eye is. They want all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And bro, they ain't even gotta. And once they got your mind, bro, they ain't even gotta kill you, bro. You killing yourself, straight up. You killing yourself, and that's not what you want to do, bro. You don't want to just kill yourself out of this shit, bro. Straight up, like you don't, bro. You don't, bro. It ain't good. It ain't good for us, bro. It ain't good. It ain't good. Cause that's the whole plan, bro. That's the whole plan, bro. Kill and destroy, bro. You feel me? Like, and this shit, and you know. You gotta stay prayed up for sure though, but you know what I mean. But you still gotta pray for this. You still gotta pray for that spirit to guide you, and you know what I'm saying, and give you lessons, lecture, and just, you know what I mean, and seek information, bro. You know what I mean. This shit ain't just gonna really just fall in your hand, bro, if you ain't trying, and you ain't goddamn putting your thoughts to this, you know, straight up. So you gotta know for certain, man. You gotta know for certain. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be back with another one, man. You know what I mean? It's TC, man. I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stay blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Use the power, man, God gave you, and use it to your best action, and dwell on it, and you know what I'm saying, and harvest it, and just, you know, use it for your greater good, and you know, and get better every day, you know what I mean, and just, you know, because whatever you doing, man, you know what I'm saying, you doing it, but you know what I mean, we gotta keep doing it, man. Same for you, same for me, bro, you know. But yeah, man, you know, I can talk all day, but you know what I'm saying, but you know, I would just, you know, cut this short, but you know what I'm saying, y'all get the memo, you know. But yeah, though, peace out, man. Stay blessed. Peace.